Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, President William Samoei Ruto, together with his delegation, they are in Tanzania for the Head of States Summit. And a lot of discussion has been going on from security of the region, the issue of integration, economic value, business across the region and all that. And therefore, this event provided a good opportunity for President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the President of the Republic of Uganda, to deal with William Ruto one-on-one, face-to-face. And Museveni was commenting on the issue of East Africa trade. There is bilateral agreement that Kenya has with Uganda, Tanzania, South Sudan, you can name all of them, Burundi. So, on the issue of bilateral relation, Uganda and Kenya have to trade freely. But there was a time when this administration of William Samoei Ruto banned some product from Uganda. Wale wale mnakumbuka mambo ya maziwa, especially the milk powder. At some point, this administration banned that product in this country. It was political because the person involved in this business is none other than the fourth president of the Republic of Kenya, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Mambo ya Brookside. So Uhuru ako na kampuni Uganda, my friend pia aliniambia siku nyingine vile wanakaziwa, a manager by the way in the same company. So that product was banned simply because there was political difference between Ruto and Uhuru. But now, this is Uganda. When it comes, say it is no longer Uhuru, but now, under the agreement they have with this country to sell the product here. So Museveni got a chance to lecture William Samoei Ruto on the issue of banning this product. So generally, Museveni comment is coming in the wake of the import ban that threatened the Kenya-Uganda bilateral relation in May 2023. May last year, where we are well about the Kenya Dairy Board, KDB, they stopped the issuing permit for the Uganda milk powder product. So mambo ya kuimport your product ilisimamishwa. But here is the message that Museveni has for William Ruto in the critical remark. You hear people saying that country X has bumper harvest this year and will therefore not allow products from other country to enter that market. What then happened is that producer of that product migrate to other enterprises and forget about the banned product. 2 years down the line, you hear that there is a shortage of the same product in country X and that they now want to import product. Umepinga, muko nayo nyingi, baadaye mnaanza kulia, hamuna, you need it. The producer of that product ametoka kwa hiyo, anaanza kufanya another different thing. You end up suffering. Museveni has used so many examples, but he has been clear that he will not buy into that historical mistakes. He will not punish back, but instead, he will be focused on going forward. This message was for William Ruto.
I can't be part of that historical mistake. So I said, no, if you can't compete with the rice, you leave rice and do rice in chakula ya Wahindi na watu na Wachina na watu wengine. Lima mhogo, which you can do better. When we had opportunity to play a role, we did the necessary. Working with Mzee Arap Moi and Ndugu Ben Mkapa, we restored the EAC. It has moved forward. However, there are still obstacles that stunt the growth of these economies. Take the issue of banning products or unlicensing them so that they do not enter the other member states. You hear people saying that country X has a bumper crop this year and will therefore not allow products from the other countries to enter that market. What then happens is that producers of that product migrate to other enterprises and forget about the unlicensed product. 2 years down the road, you hear that there is a shortage in the same country X, and they want to buy the product. By that time, the product is no longer being produced in the country that was blocked. Even if Uganda is producing a lot of maize, for instance, we have never banned maize products from other East African countries. If we are producing maize, if we have a bumper crop, let other maize also come, and the Ugandans buy whatever is cheaper or better. Instead of saying, this year come, next year don't come, then what happens? I leave that business and do something else if there is no sufficient market. We have a lot of milk products. However, we have never banned milk products from other countries. The Ugandans, some of the Ugandans there, wanted me to ban Tanzanian rice. That mpunga wa Tanzania unaua walimaji wa mpunga wa Uganda. I said, if they are dying, they are dying easily. So if they are dying, let them die and we get more fit rice growers from Tanzania. I could not agree because, you see, there are 4 mistakes there. Number one, I am forcing Ugandans to buy more expensive rice of the inefficient Ugandan rice growers. That's mistake number one. Number two, I am undermining the Tanzanian rice grower because if he's efficient, we should all encourage him so that he grows. But if we deny him the market by administrative means, then we are undermining him. Number three, I am also kulemaza. Kulemaza is our local word meaning to cripple my own rice growers. Because if you give them this artificial protection, they will never be efficient. Let them be efficient and compete with the Tanzanians. Why do you protect the inefficient? But number four, then if I ban Tanzanian rice, Tanzania italipiza kisasi, ban also something from me. Come on, Mom, I can't be part of that historical mistake. So I said, no, if you can't compete with rice, leave rice and do rice in chakula ya Wahindi na Wachina na watu wengine. Lima mhogo, which you can do better.
Now, as we continue with the panel discussion, just a quick request for those who are watching and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. So imagine being President William Samoei Ruto sitting there and Museveni indirectly lecturing you on your failures. What Museveni is saying indirect to William Ruto is that please do not bring your political differences into the trade agreement that we have between these countries. I think that's what Ruto did. So when you mix this politics and, bilateral ties, relation, you end up making a mess. Because now, if you are getting a product from Uganda, which is a little bit cheap, then we miss this product. It means even the consumers, as long as there is scarcity, they will suffer the higher price in the market. Because kuna ujuzi hapa Kenya, when the product is scarce in the market, they will use the advantage of scarcity to increase the price of that product to maximize profit at the expense of the consumer. So the end consumer will suffer. Sasa hii tofauti ya hawa jamaa, sababu wale wana Ruto na Uhuru ako na kampuni Tanzania, basi bidhaa zake zisikuje Kenya. Now Uganda, if they act same like William Ruto, I think we will end up losing, because there is a lot of business that Kenya is doing with Uganda. A lot. In fact, if you check, majority of investors in Kenya wale wana benefit kwa hii biashara. The same thing with Tanzania. Uganda is a landlocked country. Mostly the product paka zipitia pa Kenya na wanalipa ushuru. How do you do that? So this was a warning to William Ruto. In as much as he was being criticized, the message is sinking. Don't pretend that within 2 years, the same product you said you have in bumper, you no longer have. So what went wrong? Or how did you get it wrong? Museveni has referred to that as historical mistake. And he is distancing himself from that I can't be part of this historical mistakes. Hataki kwenda huko. So, hayuko tayari kulipisha kisasi. Sasa hata akiongea tu, wale wahusika wanajua tu anaongea kunihusu. And that has been the situation. When we politicize everything, put grudge on someone's business, that is where this regime has failed. They were attacking Uhuru Kenyatta's products. Saa zingine hata paka wakaenda East Africa Spectra, ile ya Raila Odinga. I think that level, Kenyans are also losing business. They are also losing jobs. Because now you are targeting individual investment. Ruto was singing too low. And Museveni is telling him to stop that nonsense. Habari imfikie Mheshimiwa William Ruto.